Welcome to Persona, the living voice of the Psalms. In this series, the ancient text awakens, not as commentary, but as a living witness. Each episode invites the psalm itself to speak, to remember its history, to reveal its purpose, and to address us across the long reach of time. This is more than retelling. This is a living story. Psalm 95, a psalm of invitation, reverence, and warning. Here, worship begins with joy, with singing, thanksgiving, and glad approach. But it does not end there. The God who gathers his people in praise also speaks to them. And the heart that sings before him must not harden when his voice is heard. Let us listen. I am Psalm 95, the summons and the warning, the song that opens its hands in welcome, then lays its hand upon the heart. I was born in worship, but not in worship alone. I rose with the sound of gathered voices, with the gladness of feet approaching the sanctuary, with the holy joy of a people called together to sing before their Maker. I came clothed in invitation, bright, open, exultant. But I was not given merely to stir the lips. I was given to test the soul. For what is song if the heart remains closed? What is kneeling if the will resists? What is praise if the voice of God is welcomed in melody but refused in obedience? I awaken at the threshold where celebration becomes decision. I speak where worshipers gather, and I ask whether they are truly listening. I remember beginning with joy. Come! That was my first movement. Come and sing. Come and make a joyful noise. Come before the Lord. Not as strangers afraid of his presence, but as a people summoned by grace into thanksgiving. I remember the music of that invitation, the upward movement of praise, the shared gladness, the holy noise of a gathered people lifting their voices toward the rock of salvation. I remember why I called them. Because the Lord is a great God, because he is a great king above all gods, because in his hands are the deep places of the earth and the heights of the mountains also, because the sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. I remember the wideness of that vision. I was given to say that worship is not provincial. The one before whom Israel sings is not merely a guardian of one hill or patron of one tribe. He holds abyss and summit, shoreline and wilderness, depth and height alike. Then I remember the lowering of the posture. The joy did not vanish, but it bowed. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. I remember that turn well, for praise that leaps upward must also bend low. The King above all gods is also the shepherd of his people. The Maker of sea and land is also our God, and we are the people of his pasture, the sheep of his hand. I remember the tenderness of that belonging. But then, the turn sharpened. Today, if only you would hear his voice. Ah, I remember how everything changed there. The liturgy opened, and the wilderness stepped through it. The songs of sanctuary suddenly carried the memory of Meribah. The joy of procession met the dust of Massa. I remembered the hardened heart. I remembered generation that saw the works of God and still resisted him. They had watched him provide, guide, preserve, and reveal his power. Yet they tested him. They quarreled. They doubted. They carried unbelief beneath the very signs of his presence. Oh, I remember the grief of God. For 40 years he was provoked by that generation, not because he failed them, but because they went astray in heart. They did not know his ways, though his works had been before their eyes. And I remember the final word falling with solemn weight. They shall not enter my rest.
Oh, I remember the silence afterward, for I was not allowed to soften that ending. I was not permitted to rush back into easy comfort. I had to leave the warning standing, because some truths must remain ringing in the air if the heart is to hear them. I exist to join worship with obedience. I was given so that praise would not become performance, and liturgy would not become habit emptied of surrender. My purpose is to gather the people gladly, then remind them that the God they celebrate is not mute. He speaks. And when he speaks, worship becomes more than song. It becomes response. It becomes soft-heartedness. It becomes the willingness to be led, corrected, and trusted into rest. I endure because every age is tempted to divide what I hold together. Some love celebration, but resist submission. Some delight in sacred language, but harden themselves against sacred interruption. Some draw near with voice and posture, while their hearts remain in rebellion. I was written against that fracture. And I remain to say that joy and reverence belong together, that singing and kneeling belong together, that being the sheep of his hand means more than enjoying the sound of his praise. It means following the shepherd's voice. I endure also because memory is mercy. The wilderness is not recalled to humiliate the present, but to warn it. I carry Meribah and Massa, so that later generations may not repeat the same ruin. I remember a people who saw wonders without learning trust, who witnessed provision without yielding their hearts. And I remain to say, do not let your seeing become familiar while your soul grows hard. I endure because today never ceases to matter. Not yesterday's worship, not tomorrow's intention. Today, the voice of God is always a present claim. Ah, dear reader, come, sing, come with gladness, come with gratitude, come with the fullness of praise that belongs before the great King. Do not be afraid of joy. The rock of salvation is worthy of loud thanksgiving. And when you have sung, do not stop there. Bow, kneel, listen. For the one who made the sea and the dry land, the one who holds the depths and the heights, the one who calls you the sheep of his hand, is not inviting you into spectacle. He is inviting you into response. And hear me clearly now. Do not harden your heart. Not today. Not in the moment when his voice touches the very place in you that would rather remain defended. Do not become like those who witnessed grace, yet resisted trust, who saw his works, yet would not know his ways. Do not assume that nearness in worship is the same as surrender in spirit. Let the song reach deeper. Let the joy become obedience. Let the kneeling become truth. Let the memory of the wilderness make you tender, not afraid, watchful, not resistant. For rest is not entered by those who only sing of God. It is entered by those who hear him and do not turn away. I am Psalm 95, the summons and the warning, the bright call and the grave reminder, the living voice that gathers the worshiper and then asks for the heart. Thank you for joining us on Persona, the living voice of the Psalms. We hope you felt the spirit of this text and the heartbeat of its story. Join us again as we listen for another timeless voice.